That's okay. He's about to get tased if he doesn't drop the cane.
Get tased for what?
Just drop it.
Get tased for what?
Drop the cane. We got a call you're hitting somebody with that. That's the call we got. So drop it and tell us your side of the story, or you're going to be under arrest.
I'm not dropping.
Drop the cane. There you go. Turn around.
I ain't turning around. Back the fuck up, I ain't turning around.
Right now you're being detained. You understand that? Yes, you are. Hey,
I'm not being detained. I'm not being detained, homie.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Oh, he's got a knife. He's got a knife. What was the OS they gave you? South Meow Brook. So check out here. Top. All right, we have your suspect. Looks like he's swinging around a cane, walking through the centre of the complex. Swinging around, walking the centre of the complex, and still checking for canine for the southeastern hot call. And if you come in from Meadowbrook on the far east side, he's going to be on the third row, to the south third. Yeah, so there's a unit coming in now. Okay. All right, Abel, keep going. One more row, and then make your first right. He's actually walking westbound towards the apartments now. Make it right, make it right. Straight ahead. He's standing right in front of you at the end. Covers with Roger. All right, boys, got a cover in 97. Subject's walking towards the officers. Walking towards the off. Make him right, straight ahead. Standing right at 43. I'm 97. Hey, drop the cane. 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 Ma'am, stand back. Stand back. That's my husband. That's okay. He's about to get tased. He's got to drop the cane. Tase for what? Just drop it. Tase for what? Drop the cane. We got a call. You're hitting somebody with that. That's the call we got. So drop it and tell us your side of the story, or you're going to be under arrest. I'm not... Drop the cane. There you go. Turn around. Turn around. Fuck. Turn around right now. You're being detained. You understand that? Yes, you are. Hey, I'm not being detained. I'm not being... Don't do it. Now you're under arrest. Don't do it. Oh, he's got a knife. He's got a knife. Stay lethal. Stay lethal. Shoot me. Shoot me. He got it off. He has a knife. We have one at point. Okay, taser deployed. Cover now. Still, he's up and trying to fight again. Cover. I lost him here on the screen. Yeah. Stop. Stop reaching. Stop reaching. He's reaching. Stop. That's gun. Stop. Street reaching. He's reaching. Stop. Met broken Brookhaven. 3 ounce out a cell phone was a gun. Nobody injured. Shot fired. No one is injured. Hable. He's out on Meadowbrook. He's walking westbound towards Brookhaven, westbound. There's 3 officers, 97 still on cooperative Able, cover now. Middle of the intersection, Brookhaven and south.
I lost him here on the screen.
Go taser.
Yep.
Stop! Stop reaching! Stop reaching! He's reaching. Stop! Go, go! He has a gun. Stop!
Get on the fucking ground. Get on the fucking ground. Fuck that. It's going for that go. Give the fucking hand. Give the hand. Give your fucking hand. You're under arrest. Get your fucking hand. And I'm going to keep head control. We're going to keep it. You're going to mount your leg right here. Start pulling them out. Got that one. All right, got it. Pull in. Pull in. Keep on his leg. Work the wrist. Work the wrist. Work the pulling. Okay, keep pulling. Keep pulling. We're going to lift a little bit. Pull more. Go. Give the fucking hand up. It's up. It's up. There we go, it's up. All right, now lay him back flat. Lay him back flat. And I got it. My knee in here. All right, now. Hey, you get those 2 also. Start holding the cuffs. All right, get the cuff on. Just put a cuff on here. He's going back. He's gone back. No, he's grabbing. We all knew this day was coming. You felt it in your gut. The moment you saw that police body cam footage from the Brookhaven apartment complex camera.
Don't do it. Oh, he's got a knife. He's got a knife.
What was the address they gave you? South Meadowbrook?
Coming out.
So check out here along Meadowbrook for, oh,
Must be our
my,
key stepping out.
438 yellow 97.
On South Meadowbrook.
alright, we'll have your suspect. Looks like he's swinging around a cane, walking through the center of the complex.
Swinging a cane around, walking the center of the complex. And still checking for a canine for the
Something
southeastern.
deep inside you screamed that this wasn't just some random street incident. You know, just like I know, that what we watched was a ritual played out in real time, a public execution disguised as a use of force case. And the files they don't want you to see prove the victim wasn't a crazed attacker, but a silenced legend who was blackballed by the very elite who needed him gone. When you watch the tape again, listen closely to his voice saying, "Drop the cane and tell us your side," because that side of the story is the one they erased within hours. And the real question nobody in corporate media will ask is simple. Why did that man have a cell phone in his hand? And why did the officers react?
Again, cover now for South Meadowbrook.
Alright, lost him here on the screen.
Go taser. Yep.
With such primal terror the second they saw it. You see, the official narrative tells you this was a disturbed individual who threatened officers with a cane and then a knife. A straightforward lethal force encounter where the suspect screamed, "Shoot me," as if he wanted to die. But that's the surface level story they feed the sleeping public. The real file, the one tucked away in a sealed evidence locker in the Southeastern Division, tells a completely different story. The man on the ground in that Meadowbrook complex wasn't some random threat. His name was Victor Lang, and for 15 years he worked as a private security contractor for a global entertainment conglomerate, the kind that owns your favourite childhood movies and the news channels that told you to ignore this story. Victor Lang was inside the room during private executive retreats in the hills above Los Angeles, retreats where powerful Hollywood figures gathered with political fixers and intelligence community liaisons, and he saw things that shattered his soul, things that eventually led him to walk away from his post and go into hiding in an unremarkable apartment complex on the edge of a quiet town where he thought they would never find him. That body cam footage you just watched wasn't a police response to a weapon disturbance. It was a targeted extraction.
He's going to be on the third row to the south.
Third row to the
Yeah, so there's a unit coming in now. Okay. Alright, Abel, keep going. One more row. And then make your first right. He's actually walking westbound towards the apartments now. Make a right. Make a right. Straight ahead. He's standing right in front of you at the end.
434 Over.
Covers with him.
Badges and uniforms. And once you see the connections, you cannot unsee them. The call that dispatched officers to the complex originated from an anonymous tipster who used a specific encrypted protocol that regular citizens don't have access to, a protocol reserved for federal informants and corporate intelligence operatives. Victor Lang wasn't swinging a cane at random passers-by. He was pacing the perimeter of his building because he had received a warning 30 minutes earlier from a former colleague who whispered 3 words into a burner phone. They are here. When the squad cars rolled in...
Covers with him. Roger. Alright, boys, got to cover you in at 97. Subject's walking towards the officers.
Walking towards the officers. Well, emergency traffic.
Towards the apartments now. Make a right. Make a right. Straight ahead. He's standing right in front of you at the end.
434 97.
Over.
Boys, got to cover you at 97.
Hey, drop the cane. Drop the cane. Drop the cane. Drop the cane. Drop the cane.
and badges and uniforms, and once you see the connections, you cannot unsee them. The call that dispatched officers to the complex originated from an anonymous tipster who used a specific encrypted protocol that regular citizens don't have access to, a protocol reserved for federal informants and corporate intelligence operatives. Victor Lang wasn't swinging a cane at random passers-by. He was pacing the perimeter of his building because he had received a warning 30 minutes earlier from a former colleague who whispered 3 words into a burner phone. They are here. When the squad cars rolled in,
More CFAs deployed. You got it off. You're under arrest. Go take him. Don't do it. Oh, he's got a knife. He's got a knife.
across the radio channel like a coded incantation. You know, just like I know, that phrase isn't standard police vernacular. Stay lethal is a motto used by a very specific private military contractor that trained certain Hollywood security details in the early 2000s, the same contractor that Victor Lang once worked for and later exposed in a sworn deposition that was sealed by a federal judge 3 days before Lang was found dead on that apartment complex pavement. The elite circle that Victor Lang threatened to expose didn't just include studio executives. The files he carried on that cell phone, the one you see him clutching even as he falls, contained transaction records linking child trafficking operations to celebrity charity foundations, the very same foundations that hold glossy galas where politicians and media personalities toast to justice and hope, while the ledgers tell a demonic counter-narrative of purchased silence and ritualistic abuse. Lang had been feeding these documents to a small network of independent investigators for 6 months, and every single one of those investigators was either raided, deplatformed, or suddenly blackballed from their industries within weeks of receiving the files. The reason corporate media never uttered Victor Lang's name is the same reason they never told you about the encrypted server seized from his apartment by men in plainclothes who arrived 12 minutes after the shooting ended. 12 minutes, faster than any forensic unit in that county's history had ever responded to a crime scene. You feel that knot in your stomach right now because you are realizing what we all knew deep down. This wasn't a tragic police encounter. This was the final act of a manhunt that began the moment Victor Lang walked out of a Malibu estate with a USB drive hidden in the sole of his shoe. The Bodycam footage you watched, the part where his wife screams, is the legal nuance beyond the body camera.
Drop the cane. We got a call you're hitting somebody with that. That's the call we got. So drop it and tell us your side of the story or you're going to be under arrest.
I'm not dropping.
Drop the cane. There you go. Turn around.
I ain't taking around.
That's my husband. And the officer coldly responds, he's about to get tased. That moment is the emotional wound the entire...
Right now you're being detained. You understand that? Yes, you are. Hey,
I'm not being detained. I'm not being detained, homie.
don't do it. Now you're under arrest. Don't do it. Oh, he's got a knife. He's got a knife. Stay lethal. Stay lethal.
Shoot me. Shoot me.
The system wants you to forget. A wife watching her husband executed in the parking lot while officers scream profanities and demand compliance. Then later, the department issues a statement about mental health and drug use and the danger to the community, and the news cycle moves on. But you don't move on. You feel the outrage, because that wife's scream is the scream of every family who ever trusted that justice would protect the innocent from the powerful. Now consider the cultural moment we are living through. Victor Lang's death happened in the shadow of a larger awakening, A moment when millions of everyday Americans started digging through declassified files and discovered that the institutions they trusted were hollowed out from the inside. The same month Lang was silenced, a famous musician with a history of exposing industry darkness released a documentary that the streaming platforms initially refused to carry, a documentary that names the very same charity foundations that appear in Lang's leaked ledgers. The same week, a former child actor gave an interview on a small independent podcast and described attending parties where powerful agents offered children to studio heads in rooms decorated with symbols that Lang photographed during his time in private security. Every thread pulls toward the same horrifying center, and Victor Lang is the martyr who tried to hand us the map. The breadcrumb you need to follow now is the cell phone. The bodycam footage shows the officer shouting, "Cell phone was a gun." Camera.
Stay lethal, stay lethal.
Shoot me! Shoot me!
More tasers deployed. You got it off.
He has a knife. We have one at gunpoint.
Knife and one at gunpoint.
Okay, taser deployed. Cover now. Still, he's up and trying to fight again.
Again, cover now for South Meadowbrook.
I lost him here on the screen.
Go taser.
As if a rectangular black device could somehow be mistaken for a firearm by trained professionals in broad daylight. That phone contained the master key to everything Lang had gathered, and the last person to hold it before it vanished into an evidence locker was not the arresting officer, but a plainclothes agent who appears in the corner of the frame for exactly 2 seconds. A man who never identified himself on any official report. A man whose badge number traces back to a task force that doesn't officially exist. Where is Victor Lang's cell phone right now? Who downloaded its contents before the court could subpoena the device? And why did the county medical examiner list Lang's cause of death as heart failure when the footage clearly shows multiple gunshot wounds? These are not mysteries for paranoid minds. These are documented contradictions, sitting in public records, waiting for someone with courage to demand answers. You and I know that the elite circle protected by this cover-up believes they are untouchable. They believe you are too distracted, too divided, too exhausted to connect the dots between a dead security guard in a Meadowbrook apartment complex and the smiling faces on your television screen who preach about equality while funding the very networks that traffic the innocent. They rely on your shame, your fear of being called a conspiracy theorist, your hesitation to speak the truth at family gatherings and church potlucks where everyone nods along with the evening news. But that fear is breaking. Every time you share a bodycam video that the algorithm tries to suppress, every time you ask the question nobody on the cable panel will ask, you are continuing Victor Lang's mission. You are becoming the witness he died trying to reach. The outrage you feel right now is righteous and holy. The validation you feel is earned because you paid attention when the world told you to look away. The community of watchers and truth seekers who refuse to let Victor Lang's name be erased is growing, and together we are building something the elite cannot infiltrate. A network of shared moral anger rooted in the protection of children, the sanctity of life, and the demand for justice against the powerful who mock both. So here we sit, at the end of a story that has no resolution, no arrest of the powerful, no apology from the media, no justice for the wife who screamed on the pavement while her husband bled out. Victor Lang is dead, and his files are missing, and the men who ordered his silencing are booking their next fundraising dinner at a venue you pay for with your tax dollars. The question I leave you with is the one that should keep all of us awake tonight. If Victor Lang's cell phone ever surfaced, If a whistleblower inside that evidence locker decided to leak the contents to the world, what names do you think we would see? And how many of those names would be people you currently applaud, vote for, or stream on your family movie night? Tell me in the comments what you believe was on that phone, because the conversation we start here is the one they cannot control.